Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you like what you see, please, as I always say, please like, please subscribe, hit that little bell icon down in that corner there, leave some comments because I always like to hear what you think of the photographs that I am taking. Come this week to the Forth and Clyde Canal, which, if you know Scotland at all, runs between Glasgow and more or less Falkirk. Then there's another canal, Union Canal, which, as you know if you've watched the vlog regularly, I've been there quite regularly because it runs close to where I live in West Lothian. Union Canal takes you on to Edinburgh, but this is the Forth and Clyde, which goes as far as Falkirk and joins the Union Canal at the Falkirk Wheel. Now, the thing about that is, it's not the only kind of route across Scotland. Because this is the kind of narrowest part of the whole of the island of Great Britain here. It's only about kind of 40 miles from the Clyde to the Forth, not far at all. So not only did they build a canal here, but 2,000 years ago the Romans built the Antonine Wall following pretty much the same route. And that's what I've actually come to photograph. Not the wall itself, but a thing called Silvanus, which is a big statue. It's up on the hill up here. You can't see it from here, but that's what we're going to photograph anyway. Okay, so let's go. So let me tell you why I've decided to come up here and take this picture, because pictures of statues aren't really my thing. You know, I like to have something man-made in my shots, but not something like this. However, I am here for a reason, which is that if you recall last week, or last episode rather, a fortnight ago, I was taking a shot for a book up in Abernethy, and I said to you at the time that the picture would, or the book rather, probably away to the printers by the time the vlog went out, and I was right. It's been sent off to the printers, so we'll be out very, very soon. Now, this shot here that I'm about to take when I get there is also for a book, but not for the book that's away to the printers, but for the next book, which I've just about finished as well. There's been a bit of a backlog, so turn around so you can see me up better. Been a bit of a backlog, so I do have that book that just went off just now, and I've got another one nearly done. Now this second one, it's actually my third one, is on walking in the Campsie Fells and what have you. So, to that effect, one of the walks here is along Croy Hill, where the Antonine Wall went. And I've actually come right across here. I didn't realise it was as close as this. So, yeah. The Antonine Wall, as I said, was built by the Romans, and the thing that I want to photograph for the book, if I turn around, is this. Do you see it? There. It's called Silvanus, so it's like a Roman head. So that's what we'll get. I'll get the camera set up, see if I can get a shot. So I'm all set up. That didn't take long. It's going to be a very short vlog this week, I think, because I only need the one picture, and I found it. let me stick on the movie here so as you can see exactly what we're looking at. I'm turning into movie mode and off we go. Right, as I said last time round, it's it needs to be in kind of 2x3 format for these wee books. So what you're seeing in the picture up here is it's missing the top and the bottom of what we're actually going to have in the book. But not to worry, you know that's like that. I'm also going to bracket this shot, reason being that we really want to have, or rather I really want to have the sunset in behind. And there's some clouds, we're going to get some colour in the sky. Not as much as I'd hoped for, but some. The sun's starting to go down just now, so I better hurry. Yeah, so I wanted some colour in the sky, but because we're facing into the sunset, as you can see, the head is silhouetted. I don't want a silhouette, I want to be able to see the detail, so bracketing it is. It might not be entirely realistic, but this is the kind of shot that I want for the book. So there you go. If I don't know if I can turn up the... Can we do that? No, we can't. Press the right button, Douglas. I thought I could maybe turn up the exposure so you can see the details, but you can't. So just make do with the silhouette for now. What we're looking at then is the head. I've placed it over on this kind of third of the rule of thirds. Reason being, I want it kind of looking into the picture like that. Ideally, I would have been stood over there, but it has the head kind of looking out when you do that, if you're trying to get the sunset in at the same time, so that's not great. So that's basically it, that's the description. Yeah, as I say, rule of thirds down here, rule of thirds along here for the horizon. Hopefully get a bit more cloud in the sky, get a bit more of a sunset going on. If we don't, then we don't, you know, and that'll be it. I'm sitting at, or I will be sitting at f22. The sun, as I say, is going down. I was getting a bit of a starburst earlier on, but time it goes down, time we get some colour, that's not going to happen. So I might just pull it up from f22 to something else. Okay, so I'll switch off the movie just now. I'll switch off of movie mode into manual mode. And I shall go into my camera settings. I'm going to turn, using the right buttons again. Let's take the aperture down to about f13 or so. Okay, and switch on my display so that I can see. There we go. About 1/15 of a second is what we're after. So I'm just going to grab that shot just now. But I don't think it's going to be the shot that I will actually use for the book. Like I say, I'm going to go, let me just focus, there we go. I'm going to go for the sunset, if and when it happens. Alright, so I'll grab this shot just now and I'll show you that. And if I get a sunset shot, I'll show you that immediately after. And if I don't, that's it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, click. So, I thought I would show you, since it's such a short video, I thought I would show you just exactly how I went about editing the picture that I took. You can see it here, and you can see that we've got the three different versions of it. We've got this one down here, which is the kind of normal version, which was taken. It says up here, f13 I went for eventually, 1/15 of a second, and at 19 mils. Okay, so that was that. Wee bit overblown the blacks there maybe, but that's, like I say, I'm bracketing it, so that's that. Then we've got the darker version, yeah. I suspect it's not going to drag a great deal of information out of the darks there, maybe from the sky, but that's it. Okay, and finally the brighter version where we're going to get all the details from the face from. Okay, so as it was, like I said in the thing, I was waiting for more clouds to come in, but they never ever happened, so we're stuck with this kind of really bright, well, not bright blue sky, but blue sky anyway. Okay, so just have to make do with what we've got. Right, so anyway, here's how I process the picture. I'm going to go and I'm going to select all. Alright, click those three buttons again and I shall merge it. DR. So that's that, it's merged up to HDR. That's the picture that it's come up with once it's had a bit of a think, like I say. Probably not quite as much detail in there as I would have liked, but we'll pull that out in a minute or two. Alright, so I'll just hit merge, let it go away and do its thing. So there we go, it's brought back this picture here. Now, it's time to start actually doing the editing work. First thing I'm going to do, I think, is to actually put in a gradient. I'll start with a linear gradient at the top for the sky. I mean, truth be told, we've probably got a nice blue sky there anyway, but I'm going to drag this down a bit, maybe to about there, just to darken the very top yet again, I think. Okay, so let's just turn the exposure down just a tad. It doesn't need to be too much. I'll take it down by maybe about that. There or thereabouts. Just bring it down just a wee bitty. That, I think, is all it needs. And I'll name that. And I'm just going to call that sky. Okay, I'll create another one. Another linear gradient. Now I usually do this if you've seen my videos before doing the editing. I've not done many, but I always do this, which is to darken the bottom a wee bit. Again, it doesn't need to be that much. Okay, we're probably looking at maybe a stop or so, maybe even less than that. About there, maybe. Okay. And we'll call that one bottom. Okay, I'm going to go back to the sky just ever so briefly because I think I can maybe do with making it a bit cooler as well, a bit bluer. So I'm going to bring that down a bit to about there-ish. Thereabouts, just gives a bit more blue in that sky. Okay, because the rest of it, what we've got around here, is going to be quite warm. You know, the sunset and whatnot. So a nice, slightly cool blue sky will be quite nice. Okay, so third mask that I want to do, I'm going to do a radial filter now. Okay, I'm going to put it just right across the head itself. Okay, just maybe about there or thereabouts. Right, and let's just try this. This is going to be trying to get some kind of more detail into the head there. So let's just bring the shadows up a fair bit. Okay. But there-ish, maybe. I think that's too much. I don't know. I think that's probably okay. Turn up the highlights as well, just ever so slightly. Increase the contrast. That's actually looking quite dark now as well. Let's turn the blacks up ever so slightly. Not too much. If you do too much, it goes like that, which is horrible. But let's just bring it up. Maybe about there. Okay. Just a little touch of exposure on it as well. Okay. So, yeah. That is probably all we're going to need for that for now. Okay. So let's go back to our basics channel. These are all set to what it comes to automatically, which is probably fairly close to what I need it to be. I do like to have the exposure set at 0 though, because I don't know what happened there. I like to have the exposure set at 0 just because I just feel that you're going to be doing things which are more kind of what's the word I'm after? Right in there, right in at the details, if you like. Right, so yeah, I'm going to turn the contrast up by quite a bit as well, because I do like to have nice contrasty pictures. Okay, let's just leave it more or less that for now, I think. Okay, a touch of clarity, not too much, just a touch. Okay, there we go. And should we bring some vibrance in? Again, just a little bit, I think. But maybe there. Okay. So next, let's look at the curves. This is where you bring in more of your kind of contrast and whatnot. And I always start with the darks. So let's bring the darks down to, was it too dark? That's too dark. Then so let's keep it subtle. About there-ish, okay. We'll pull the shadows up as well. Again, to bring some more detail out of those shadows. All right. Lights. Again, there's a lot of light in the picture as it is, so it doesn't need to be too much. So just bring it up. That's maybe too far even at that. But there-ish maybe. Okay, and I'll turn the highlights down. Fair old whack. Maybe about there. Okay. Now the detail panel, I'm not going to touch. As I said in the video, this is for a book. And the picture is going to be maybe 3 inches wide by 2 inches high, something like that. So there's no point in doing any kind of noise reduction on it because no one's going to see it anyway. So yeah, we'll just leave that exactly as it is. Right, color mixer, here's where the fun starts. Right, I'm going to start on the saturation. Okay, and really I want to try and bring out some of the orange in these clouds and what have you. So let's turn up the oranges here. Okay. Probably just a little bit too high. We'll take it down a little bit. Maybe about there. Okay. Touch of yellow as well, maybe. Bring out the blues in the sky. There we are. I think that's unnatural. It's maybe a wee bit unnatural. Let's turn the blues down just a little bit. There-ish. Okay. Right. And I'm going to go back to the oranges again. I'm going to reduce the luminance on them, because that will give us more. Do you see how when I turn that right down, how much glow we get in that, how much darker the orange looks? Okay, so yeah, let's take it down. Just sliding it down to where I think it's about right. That's probably too far. Maybe about there or so. Yeah. Okay, that's looking quite good, I think. Right, and let's go to the colour grading, which I always like to do a wee bit of that as well. So let's start off with our highlights. Again, I want to get a fair amount of kind of yellow in this picture because there's a lot of kind of, you know, I want to kind of warm it up a bit. So let's turn the hue up to yellow. That's too far, I think. There-ish. Thereabouts, kind of orangey yellow. Okay, and we've turned up the saturation now. Let's just tweak it right up. About there. See how we're getting that nice glow on the head there and in the background as well. Yeah. So something like that. And then we shall cool down the shadows as well. So let's bring the hue about there-ish, I would say. And again, I'm going to turn the saturation up, but not so high. I mean, we had it, what was the yellows about there, which just makes it look too cold. So let's bring it right down. Not right down, but fairly far down. Okay, about there-ish, maybe, yeah. Okay, keep it subtle, because obviously, you know, I'm known for my subtleties, right? And that's that. So, yeah, I think that looks okay. I did actually check the picture for dust spots earlier on. There are none. So, yeah, we shall call that at that, all right? So I'm going to open it, bring it back into Photoshop. That's what it looks like there. So once again, okay, that looks okay, I think. But once again, what I'm going to do is go up to Image and adjustments, and I want to warm it up even more. I like a nice kind of orangey colour to it. So let's go to the photo filter and just bring in, I'm just going to go with the default orange that it's got. Now, when you look at that, is that not lovely? Okay. Some people might say it's too orange, but I quite like it. I think I'll look good in the book like that. All right. And that, I think, is going to be that. Okay. Now, here's the finished shot. So that's it, I'm going to call it a night at that. Usually I do a walking away scene, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to hang around and take a few more shots of Silvanus here, the big Roman head. Aye, the Antonine Wall is supposedly on the line of the Antonine Wall, which stretches out that way. And it's a lovely walk if you ever get the chance to do it. Come and do it, highly recommend it. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, if you've liked this rather short vlog by my standards, then please do the usual. Please like, please subscribe, hit the little bell icon down in that corner there. Leave some comments, because I always like to hear what you have to say. And that's about it. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Cheers.